Hey, it's Elizabeth at the kitchen table, and today we've been talking about leveraging time for money and whether people work too hard.
Yes,
because it's a thing that we see over and over again, and something that we had to do in our lives as well. Break that cycle of thinking that you have to work, if you're going to earn a lot of money, you've got to work really, really hard or really long hours.
Well, one of the things that we get a unique view of, we retrain a lot of people who are transitioning from PAYG, swapping what we call time for money, PAYG earners, to being entrepreneurs or owning their own businesses and getting leverage on their time. And what's really fun and cute, and it brought home to me, this happens all the time, okay? But we just did a coaching call with one of our star students who are doing really well. They've got it nailed, okay? And they're building websites, buying websites, and building their passive sites. They've got all the skills, but they're in that transition period from PAYG over to doing this full time. And so they're still thinking, I've got to put in X amount of hours to deserve, it's all about deservability, the money that I'm earning. And so they have an opportunity off one particular site to earn, say, a couple of grand a month, right? And this is what I was just sharing with you, and it's really cute. That they were saying, Matt, I can't just work on it for, like, I don't know,
2 hours
half an hour a month and get paid $2,000 for doing that. And I was laughing and saying, well, okay, the good news is you're there.
Yes,
You've got the skills to do it. Now it's just mindset. Let's just change it around, because I shared, in our journey, we've had instances and lots of our friends like this when you get massive leverage as an entrepreneur on your time. We'll do, 2-hour jobs on websites and make 50,000 or 100,000 off that 1-2 hour block. And we've got lots of graduates as well who've found this. Once they've got a passive site, they've only got to work on them for a week or two every year to generate their income. So it's an important thing if you're starting out on that journey, going from PAYG, to stop yourself. And often it's tied up with working hard to deserve the money. This is one of the things we notice. And this happens at all levels. You do need to change that thinking.
Yeah, because otherwise you're trapping yourself. You're going to stay in that cycle of thinking. And I guess we've had the luxury of being business brokers and being in this world for so long. We've seen over and over and over again these people who work very minimal hours and earn a lot of money.
I was going to say, we've been particularly lucky and fortunate in life when you think
but that's
about it.
Although we went out to find those examples, that was important to us, because that's one of the things that you need to do, is find examples of people who are doing it. So your brain believes that it's possible.
And we always this is what I was going to say, we've been incredibly lucky at that we've deliberately sought out not small little deals. We were looking at multi-million-dollar deals, and I remember the first time I got handed a check for $400,000 off this guy for cash, and he hadn't done much to earn that. He just sold a business, and it's kind of like winning the lotto in my seat. From where I was coming, this is when I was first starting out, buying and selling these businesses. But to him, it was just, no, that's what you do in business. And $400,000, I was looking going, wow. And so as a PAYG, you've got to realize $400,000 can turn up in your bank account real quick. And it's not about working 40 hours a week to deserve that and doing 70-hour weeks to deserve $400,000.
Yep. So maybe think about that. Are you working too hard for your money? Are there some things that you are taking on? Is there stuff that you're doing to be busy, to feel like you deserve the money?
Because it's fun to do the busy stuff.
Or are you focusing on the most important things and just being able to get paid for the important stuff that makes the difference?